Hello my lovely people, welcome to God's Lost You channel, the home of news. If it is your first time of stopping by or coming across this platform, you are highly welcome. Here we react to all forms of videos, local, international, especially what is happening in Nigeria. If you like what you are watching, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. Here, we do not preach hate speech, misleading information, or violence. We are only here to inform, educate, sanitize the members of the public. And we also use this opportunity to appreciate YouTube for this wonderful platform that we are using. Okay, my people, let's go straight to this video. After watching, it is very, very important for you to drop your opinion, your idea in the comment section so that people will, through your own idea, form their own opinion. Until I see you again in my next video, I am here. We are watching this together. Thank you, and I give credit to my brother.
We bring to you Ramadan in the southeast, Enugu State. The Imam is Siraj Ugu. You are going to watch a video. He's delivering Ramadan lecture to Igbo Muslims, one of its kind in the southeast. Let's watch this video.
Obuni bu madi bu muslimi mungu mehe ye melehe ni chore be jagbe ha mo bi chomi Jesus ko be jagbe.
We are not against you practicing Islam in Igbo land, but we are telling you that there's a limit to importing insecurity, importing Fulani agenda into the southeast. This is one of the reasons why I always advocate for anywhere around southern Nigeria. We don't want Sharia, because if you allow Sharia into one southern state, there's a possibility of them spreading all over the region, whether it is southwest, south-south, or the southeast region. This is Igbo land. You may be surprised that they are Igbo Muslims, and this man is reading the Quran in Igbo language. I think an Igbo Imam translated the Quran, the Arabic Quran, or the English Quran into Igbo language for Igbo Muslims. When I went to the village, I saw a mosque in Aba, and the person, there's a kiosk, there's a business center beside the mosque, and the person there is an Igbo Muslim, a Yoruba Muslim. There are like 3 kiosks, 3 business centers, an Igbo Muslim with the sign on his head. I saw him. So we have Igbo Muslims. We have in my place, we have a mosque. People practice Islam. However, whether they are genuinely practicing it or because of some kind of influence, because one of our House of Representatives in Abia State was a Christian. As a politician, he was a Christian. When he got to the House of Representatives, it not take long, this man convert to Islam. Some of us understand the game. We understand why he would so quickly convert to Islam, because there are some opportunities, like Benjamin Kalu, political party, APC political party. Benjamin Kalu, an Igbo man, is threatening the governor of Abia State, H0T, that he must decamp to the APC. I don't know what is the correlation there. He says if you decamp to the APC, you get more projects, you get more. So they use their influence. This Fulani Muslim or whatever, this Muslim ticket, most of the times, use their influence to lure people to becoming Muslims. Most Igbos, they become Muslim because of business, because of connections, because of having access to some opportunities. Not like truly you preach to them and they say, oh, I realize. Most of them don't do that. There's a manipulation, there's an influence that comes over them, that most of them, I'm not saying all of them, become Muslims. But the message here is that we support you people, Igbos. You are Muslims, you are converted. We understand that freedom of religion, freedom of expression. But what we want you to understand is that when it comes to importing the agenda of the Fulani in the southeastern part of Nigeria, that is where you see the wrath of the people. That's where you cry that you are being marginalized. We don't want any agenda. We can detect wherever we are, we can detect the agenda of these guys. See what they are trying to do in the Southwest, both politically, both academically. They are trying to divide Southwest Yoruba Muslims and Christians, telling Yoruba Muslims that you are being disenfranchised politically. That was what the leader of Sharia said, that this Muslim ticket is not benefiting these Yoruba Muslims, that they are being disenfranchised. You are creating a division argument. This shadow of a thing made some Yorubas attack themselves. But at the end of the day, it did not get to the extent whereby there was crisis in the Southwest. It was settled amicably. That's why I like elders in Yoruba land. They know how to run the show. So in Igbo land, it is the youth, the age grade, that will treat your fuck up. If you import violence, if you import terrorism under the guise of Islam, if you radicalize our youth to become so violent, using religion to become violent, grabbing land, destroying farms, giving space, giving room for the Fulani to have this killer headsmen, killer Fulani, to have entrance into the Southeast. What Buhari could not achieve within 8 years, you want to help those Janjaweed to achieve it in the Southeastern region. So I'm saying for both South-South and the Southeast. We know what happens in the South-South. There have been killings in the South-South. Fulani herders have been killing, going to farm, killing people. Most of them are not documented. The news does not carry most of them. So you may be asking, why is it that I'm always against the Fulani? They have a typical trait. Anywhere they go, look at what happened to them in Ghana. Anywhere you find these Fulani people, especially those ones that are in the bush, they always cause havoc. They are always clashing with farmers. They are always destroying crops. They are always kidnapping. They are always killing, and they are always causing violence. Under Buhari, we know the killings that went on in Enugu State, Ebonyi State, and some areas of the Southeast. In Abia State, we have Law Panther. We have Law Panther in the Southeast. And we know what Governor Oti did to make sure that he sanitized that place. They got into the bush and they saw scores of human beings, killings and upon killings. And when you politicians understand one thing. If they want to divide the people, they bring in ethnicity and religion. You want to cause more division among Igbo people. Igbo people are already divided. Some people are saying we want Biafra. Some people are saying we want Igbo nation. Already divided. Some people want to still remain in Nigeria. Believe that Nigeria can get better. Already divided. So you are now bringing in religion. We are not divided in religion. You want to bring in Islam that will now scatter. Igbos are not yet united as they're supposed to be. So you want to bring that religion that will cause divisiveness. I said it before that if you are bringing Sharia into southern Nigeria, let the southerners determine the kind of Sharia that they are going to bring, that is going to suit them. Let them determine the kind of, not the ones you propagate in the north that does not have no equity, no justice, that will want to erase somebody's culture and identity and heritage. You now bring it to the southern part of Nigeria, and it's not possible. Well, I trust Anambra people now. I trust my own people. It can happen in Enugu, maybe. The governor, maybe. When Alex Oti got into power, he made sure that he addressed that Fulani thing. Are you hearing about Fulani attacks? I went to my village. I went into the bushes. Intentionally, I went to the bush. You are saying, I went to the bush to find out whether we are experiencing. I asked questions when I traveled. Because I must live by example. As I am now, I'm not afraid of anybody. Because everybody, we are going to die one way or the other. Death is a short ticket. Death is a short ticket. So that person that is afraid to die, I don't know why you are living. Death is part of life. So I went into the bush to make sure that we don't encounter such. We are not saying that these Fulanis cannot come. The constitution allows you to come, but you must come and not cause violence. Don't cause violence. No, we don't want it. Both Mr. Suraj Ugu and Uthman Tochukwu, all of you, that you are coming from Abuja diocese, they are giving you stamina from Abuja diocese to come into the southeast. Practice your Islam peacefully and let it be peaceful. Don't use your manipulation, because we can detect anytime you want to use manipulation on the people, we can detect it. Anytime you want to push the agenda of the Fulani, we can detect it. Anytime you want to play pranks with the intelligence of the Igbos, we can detect it. Usually, under a Biafran system, if Biafra comes today, under Biafra, you might not have breathing space. You might not have breathing space. You might be allowed to do whatever you're doing, but under defined condition. Because what is good for the goose must be also good for the gander. When you go to Muslim countries all over the world, you understand that most occupied Muslim countries do not allow Christians to breathe. They make sure that it is difficult for them. It is difficult for them to practice the other people. They make sure. Look at mostly populated Muslim countries. This is the common decimal, the common feature of these countries. Why is it that any country we have over 90% Muslim, or 70 or 60, 70% Muslims, they always don't want other religion to practice. But when they come when most people from Afghanistan, Pakistan, and all those countries, all those Muslim countries, get into Europe, they come with piety. They come pretending, yes, we are peace-loving people. They come. Let's talk about what happened in Britain. It will shock you what is happening in Britain today. In their own country, they don't allow Christians breathe, but they want to be fighting for rights in other countries. Don't you see the hypocrisy? Don't you see the double standard and hypocrisy, the manipulations they use? In their own country, they kill Christians, they destroy churches. But when they go to other countries, they are expecting those Christian countries to give them rights, positions. Yes, that's what they do. They're expecting those countries, but they themselves, they don't allow it. So under a Biafran system, I don't think it will be easy for you, all those people that are importing the Fulani agenda and ideology and insecurity to the Southeast. If you are amongst them, it won't be easy for you. We want a peaceful region. That's why we have spoken against the insecurity in the Southeast. I've been speaking against the insecurity in the Southeast for a very long time. We want a peaceful region. That is when there can be development and prosperity. We don't want a region whereby a certain governor of Katsina or Kebbi or Bauchi will come out and tell you that you don't have to open schools because there's a Ramadan fast. We don't. Okay, if you are going to do anything, let it be amongst your Muslims. Why make it affect other people? This is something that I've exposed this Sharia of a thing. You have exposed the agenda. This particular thing that happened, I don't care what liberal Muslims are saying, that it has never happened before. It's only happening in 3 states. Don't use it and judge the whole Muslims. What are the liberal Muslims doing about their brothers, the governments that declaring this? They cannot stop them, but they want to stop you from criticizing them. They want to gaslight you from criticizing them. So I don't care about liberal Muslims that are saying, don't judge all Muslims. That's how it happens. When Boko Haram start killing people, the liberal Muslims will keep quiet. When people start retaliating, that's when the liberal Muslims will now start saying, it's not us. Boko Haram is not. The Boko Haram that have been existing, for them to speak up, they will be speaking up once more. But when you are retaliating, when you are retaliating to these evil fanatics, jihad, Islamic fundamentalists, when you retaliate to them, those ones that are liberal will be the ones that will be attacking you with all their strength and might. That is the hypocrisy of most people. Most people. Now, if you want to know how to take over a nation using jihad, take for example England, UK, United Kingdom. Take for example United Kingdom. Islam is gradually taking over United Kingdom. It will shock you that the mayor of London is a Muslim, the mayor of Birmingham is a Muslim, the mayor of Leeds is a Muslim, the mayor of Blackburn is a Muslim, mayor of Sheffield, mayor of Oxford, mayor of Luton, mayor of Oldham, mayor of Rockdale. And all this were achieved by only 4 million Muslims out of 66 million people in England. 4 million Muslims were able to penetrate into the system, and they took so many positions. Yes, there are over 1,800 mosques in England. England, a Christian country. whether it's diabolic or Christian. England, the Church of England, over 1,800 mosques in England, over 80 Sharia courts in England. There are more than 50 Sharia councils in England. 78% of Muslims that are women do not work. They receive state support, free accommodation. Let me repeat. 78% of Muslim women, those that left their country, whereby they don't allow other people practice their religion, they ran away from that country because of the violence and insecurity. They came to another country, implementing the same thing that has caused violence in their own country. Not only that, 78% of their women do not work. They live off the sweat of the average UK citizen. Imagine, 78% of the women do not work, and they get married, they give birth, and they spread and spread. Sometimes you go to some of these cities, you will not believe that you're in Britain. You go to some of these cities, you will not believe that you are in Britain. You think that you are in an Arab country. That is how bad it is. That is this same style the Fulani used on the houses. You can see the trend. You can see how it's going. The same style the Fulani used on the houses. Now, a large percentage of Muslims do not work, and they receive state support plus free housing. That is a Christian country. They give them all the chances to become anything they want to become. This same Muslim, and these people pushing for Sharia. There was a time they came out protesting that they should abolish the culture. England should bow to Islam. Blah blah. Brought out swords, doing all sort of things. This is one of the reasons why in Biafra, in the southern part of Nigeria, in the southwest, in the south, the southeast, we are saying that we don't want this template, because everywhere you see these fanatics, and everywhere they move, they have almost the same template, and how they come, they take over. Look how the Fulani has almost taken over Nigeria. Look at the cabals, they are there. Look at the military, they are there. Look at the civil service, they are there. Look at the customs, they are there. Look at the police, they are there. Small passion. 4 million Muslims have made all this achievement. Over 66 million people. And when you look at Britain, Britain is no more becoming, it's not even a Christian country. It does not look like a Christian country anymore. State supports Muslim families with an average of 3 to 8 children receive free accommodation. The state, Britain, support these Muslim families. Which Muslim country can offer this? Which Muslim country can offer this to Christians and Christian community? Which of them? Only Israel. Israel is a Christian country, but there are Muslims, more Muslims. You'll be surprised, there are more Muslims than Christians in Israel. But however, look at the liberality. Because all these Muslim countries just is opposite and different from each other. Okay? Now, every school in the UK is required to teach lessons about Islam. Why I'm taking pain to read all these things out is to tell my Igbo brothers, look at what happened in the UK. Look at what is happening. Look at the same template. Look at how they are moving. Doing as if they don't know what they are doing. Look at how they are steadily gaining grounds. Almighty Britain. You have more than how many mayors? 10 mayors that are Muslims. 10. Over 1,800 mosques. Yes. And you see the rape incidents involving so many Muslims in Britain. The gang rape, whatever, that's what they called it that time. Most of them were Muslims, and most of them were fanatics. This rape, sleeping with boys and everything, blah blah blah, it happens in Muslim countries. They took it and they imported it, brought into England, Britain, and Britain is falling, is getting weaker, week by week, day by day. These Muslims are taking over. And the thing that surprised me is that these leaders, Britain leaders, most of them cooperate, most of them are complicit of all these things, these crimes people are committing. They allow them to do what they are doing. And I'm shocked. Sometimes I'm asking myself this question: Do they use juju? Do they use something? That's why now that you can speak, oh. These ones, they don't stop unless you you give them ultimate punch that they cannot move again. They are decimated for life. Before, if you know you batter them and they can be moving one step like this, be shaking and be moving, they will do so. I don't know what is the problem. I don't know what is the problem. I hope that this Ramadan will bring peace to Nigeria. I hope this Ramadan will bring peace to the people of the north. And also the people, I think Anambra is a bit safe now. I hope this Ramadan will bring good developments. People, leaders will think of restructuring Nigeria. Because God has given us all that we need. All the resources are there.